Dear colleagues, the theme of my report is the constructing classification consensus ensemble model of anxiolytic activity of chemical compounds using the methodology of convolutional neural network. This work was carried out in Research Center of Innovative Medicine of Volgograd State Medical University, Russia. Depression and anxiety disorders are a very great problem of modern society. According Mental Health Atlas 2020 of World Health Organization, in the world, more than 635 million people have depression and anxiety disorders. Therefore, searching new anxiolytics is very actual scientific direction. The main aim of this work is building of classification consensus ensemble model of dependence of anxiolytic activity of chemical compounds from their structural QL descriptors using methods of convolutional artificial neural networks. To achieve this goal, it was necessary to solve these following tasks. First, perform verified training set for known anxiolytic substances. Then, to calculate QL descriptor representation for training set compounds, and to conduct linear convolution of found structural parameters. Then to train neural networks and formation of consensus ensemble model. To predict anxiolytic activity for new compounds. Records on the structure and activity were found from available source, almost 2,000 for our known anxiolytics. Chemists have checked all structural formulas and corrected found errors. The obtained data was combined, duplicate and conflicting activity estimates was removed, and a verified database was formed. The next slide shows the results of the analysis and combining biological data into similar technique groups, which were subjected to cluster analysis. Expert pharmacologists have analyzed 707 methods for determining anxiolytic activity and have combined similar technique into general groups. The data in these groups was subjected to cluster analysis with division into 4 activity classes: high, moderate, low, inactive. And this slide shows the contents of the final verified databases. It can be seen that the number of reliable records has significantly decreased, 537 verified structure of anxiolytic substances, from which 273 with pronounced activity and 264 with low activity. A certificate of state registration has been received for this database. Chemical structures were represented in form of fragment descriptors of special QL language. Alphabet of QL language include 3 types of elementary descriptors. Structural descriptors, heterotic, carbonic, cyclic, length descriptors, path length, inclusion index, and bond descriptors. You can see example of elementary QL descriptors on this slide. Composite descriptors of QL language are a combination of elementary descriptors from 2 to 4 rank. You can see example of composite QL descriptor on this slide. Okay, calculation of QL descriptors was performed using the IT microcosm software package. For 537 structures got 8,686 species of QL descriptors of 11 different types. It's a lot. Therefore, this redundant array of variables was subject to convolution. For this purpose, the most common linear convolution was chosen. What is linear convolution? It's just a correlation of one sequences with the reversed second sequence, as shown in this formula. As a result, 1,686 QL descriptors were convoluted into 66 convolution variables. On this slide, you can see a small example of linear convolution. To perform this operation, we wrote a special program. Based on the results of the calculation, training sets were formed, the composition of which you can see on the next slide. In all training sets, 7 sampling variables were added, which determine the option for the formation of training sets and validation subsets. A 2-layer perceptron with bottleneck was chosen as the initial architecture of the neural network, an example of which you can see here. On this slide, you can see the main training parameters. We considered 2 activity levels, 7 sampling options, and 4,000 neural networks were trained for each sampling option. In each sampling, 50 neural networks were automatically selected, of which one best natural network was selected. In total, about 30,000 networks were trained, and consensus ensemble convolution neural network model was formed for anxiolytic activity. Model consists of ensemble of 7 neural networks. The accuracy of the constructed model is shown on this slide. On the pooled set, the overall prediction accuracy was 78%. Sensitivity prediction accuracy of active compounds was 85%. Specificity prediction accuracy of inactive compounds was 70%. The activity of 97 new derivatives of this structure was predicted. 53 active compounds were found and submitted for experiment study. Okay, the study was performed in laboratory for information technology in pharmacology and computer modeling of drugs. It's our supercomputer. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for amazing presentation. And I see one question on our chat from Dmitry Shulga. Dear Pavel, could you tell in a few words about why consensus model was a target from beginning? Was it pretty clear what non-consensus model are not sufficient?
When we use some decision rules, we have more correctly prediction results. So anxiolytic activity is multi-target activity, pharmacological activity. Therefore, the correct target protein is not identified. Yes. So.
Thank you. And next question: is your database freely available for training of other computation methods?
Once more, please.
Next question: if your database freely available for trainings of other computation methods?
The database, the database have a certificate for Volgograd State Medical University, and if you can use this database, we must fund some documents for using.
Thank you. Dear colleagues, we have time for question again.
Is there freely available? I think of computer instrument. So not freely available. Could you tell if you want to consensus models with a target from element? It is pretty clear. No. So anxiolytic activity is a multi-targets systemic pharmacological activity, and don't correctly determine exact target protein. So.
Okay, thanks. Any question, colleagues? Maybe someone want to discuss interesting presentation?
Okay, thank you for your attention.
Thanks a lot, Pavel, that you were able, despite very busy schedule in Kazan, present your talk here.
It's very difficult.
I'm appreciated.
It's very difficult.
Yeah, but you succeeded. That's good. Yeah, have a good time in Kazan. Bye.
Okay.
Okay.